Gurudev's lot and think, okay, I will do only service, do some deity seva, we do a little bit madanga, prasad seva, washing pots. That is devotee life. That is what I have to do. What I have to do with the outside world. Why I have to take responsible for outside things. Politics. Why you have to engage in politics. Just be protected by your Gurudev and do your seva. That is good. That is one level. But Pragyankeshwar Goswami Maharaj was different personality. He took the responsibility. He had a vision. He saw things because he came from a family from landowners. He knew how to deal with other parties. So as you also know that who can do that? Like going to the graveyard, digging all the bodies from there, and throwing all the bones into the Ganga. And he was not doing offenses because instead of burying, they throw the bones in the Ganga because that is anti-samskar. Anti-samskar is take the ashes and you throw in there.
They all got delivered.
They all get delivered. You see. So he was doing anti-samskar there for all they got delivered. And one night he went to the graveyard and dig all the bodies and throw it away. And not only that, with some devotees' help, he planted so many big trees all over the place. Very nice garden created.
In one night?
In one night. Just in one night he did. Throwing the bones away and creating garden there, every nice flowers and everything. And the day after, the Muslim people came and they saw what happened and they complained. They went to the court to complain because the boundary was now less for them. And Pragyankeshwar Goswami Maharaj has actually recovered the land again for devotion activities. But then the judge came and everything, and the mayor, and they saw how can you say that he did this in one night? It's impossible. Nobody can do that. Nobody can do that. There was no graveyard here. Look at the trees, how big they are. Who can do that? In one day, you stupid nonsense. Huh? So in this way, he did so many sevas. He protected. He went with a horse as a Vaishnava, took the horse, and he shouted to everyone. Everyone was afraid of him also. You can say, where is this Trina Apichunit? Where is his humble mood? But actually that was his humble mood. That was his humble mood. Because it was in the service of his humble service to Hari Guru Vaishnava. So many stories are there. So many stories are there. How he actually defended also our Siddhantas. How all these claims came that only Gaudiya, they are only chewing the pit. What is pit? Of the mango, the seed of the mango. Dry philosophical truths they don't know what is ras. Sahajas was telling. We know what is ras. What is ras lila? We know. The Pragyankeshwar Goswami heard it, and then he gave a very bold lecture and told all the details what is really true Gaudiya. And all these scholars came at the lotus feet of Pragyankeshwar Goswami Maharaj and begging for forgiveness. Can you imagine what kind of lecture he was giving? He was also writing articles. If you read his articles, you will see how knowledgeable he is. His English was also, like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, his English was also very high class. Because he took initiation of Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj. And he was Sridhar Maharaj is a different story. So if a disciple, he took also sannyas from him. Bhakti Rakshak, he took sannyas. So to understand Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj's words and Harikatha, you have to be, also very elevated. So in this way, he served in many, many ways. Words are too less to glorify such acharya. But one thing we have to think in this day of his disappearance, like Mahaprabhu was telling, Shreya Madhya Kona Shreya Jivarahaya Sara, Krishna Bhakta Bina Shreya Nahi Ar. Mahaprabhu was asking Ramananda Roy, what is the most auspicious thing for a Jiva Atma where they can benefit themselves? Mahaprabhu asked Ramananda Roy, what can a Jiva Atma do? And Ramananda Roy answered, Krishna Bhakta Bina Shreya Nahi Aur. Without the association, of coming in the association of the Vaishnavas, no auspiciousness, Shreya, you cannot find it anywhere. There's the most auspicious activity what someone can do in his lifetime, to come in the association, Krishna Bhakta Sangha. In the Sangha of, association of Krishna's Bhaktas. Because all auspiciousness, all qualities will enter in such a devotee who is totally surrendered on their lotus feet. So today, that's why we are glorifying such a big acharyas. That we didn't met him. He is for some Param Gurudev, for some Param Gurudev. You know? But somehow or another, he came in our life. Like this today, through Maharaj, through the Vaishnavas, he's coming in our life and giving up his darshan to us. He's giving darshan. And giving the opportunity to offer flower to his lotus feet. So that also his Gurudevs will be pleased and he will take that flower and offer that to his Gurudev. That is the business of Acharya. They're not taking glorifications and offerings and dandavas pranam for their own. They always think about how this person is coming and how he is now they are there because of their Gurudevs. So, what to speak? When we want to enter in the heart of Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, then we have to understand his manobhishtam, his internal mood of Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And then if you listen to his lectures, you will see how much dedication, love and surrenderness Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj had for his Gurudev Bhaktivedanta Goswami. Only that is sufficient. Only to see his glorification is sufficient to understand what is our duty actually. What is our duty? To learn from this, to get impressions, how we have to deal with sadhus, how we have to deal, because offering pranam is offering pranam also, pranam to Maharaj is also offering pranam to the Guru Varga. That is, with that mood we have to do. Because that is their arrangements. So, on that note, I want to pay my unlimited dandavas pranam to the lotus feet of such a great acharya, Bhaktivedanta Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj. And I'm thanking you all also that with that mood you came also to celebrate this day also in this retreat and entering in this very wonderful Acharya Lila, what is actually more beneficial than Krishna Lila. Acharya Lila is for us more beneficial than Krishna Lila. Hearing Acharya Lila. Because they are the true teachers of this Dhanya Yoga, Kali Yuga, and how to enter in the highest abode. So, I'm thanking you all. One Chakao Patro Kita Sudhya. Patita Nam Pavana Gyo, Vaishnava Gyo, Namo Namaha.
ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे कृष्ण हरे। You can't imitate me. Okay. Coming to our Harikatha, Glorification of Param Gurudev. We heard this morning from all perspectives, surrendering to his Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada, giving up his life to save the life of Srila Prabhupada. We also heard his services to Shridham Mayapur, the birthplace of Mahaprabhu. Externally appears that he is going against the order of Prabhupada, but actually it was fulfilling the order of Prabhupada. We also heard his renunciation, how he used to eat and not asking anything from Srila Prabhupada, managing his own, digging ground and putting rice and spinach and just eating 2 times a day, that's all. But not complaining or not even informing Srila Prabhupada that we are having money problems. Otherwise, one who is neophyte and can't understand. What can't understand? The mission. If we, all devotees, even all devotees here sitting, if we have no mission in our head and no mission in the heart, we cannot progress. Try to understand. The mission of Shri Krishna, the mission of Mahaprabhu, the mission of Srila Prabhupada, the mission of all our acharyas, is not their mission, it's also my mission. And I have to contribute, even if it is very minute something. I have to contribute something in this mission of Guru Parampara. With whatever qualification I have, we have. Whatever qualification. It can be small, little. But we have to take this responsibility. All Vaishnava and Vaishnavis. If we are thinking that was their mission and I am just enjoying, hearing so much and dancing and singing, I am only here to just enjoy, I don't want to take any responsibility. We cannot progress in bhakti. All disciples of Srila Prabhupada took responsibility according to their nature, according to their service mood to Srila Prabhupada. And throughout their life, they spend time to fulfill the inner heart desire of Srila Prabhupada. My Guru Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Raksha, Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, and so many acharyas. They took it seriously. So, accepting the seriousness of this is my mission, and I have to be also accountable and responsible to contribute something in this mission of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Mahaprabhu. Param Gurudev took this very seriously. From the day one, when he saw in the eyes of Srila Prabhupada what is his mission, and a pakka sadhu, a true sadhu, selfless, Param Gurudev gave his life in the service of Srila Prabhupada, not asking anything. Dadati prati ginnati guyam akhyati prichhati. Giving and taking. What our acharyas, Srila Param Gurudev, my Guru Maharaj, what they gave to Srila Prabhupada? They gave their life. Day and night absorption. That is Prabhupada's mission, is my mission. Meditating on that mission, meditating on those services, what the best I can do. So they gave their day and night life, like Srila Bhakti Madhav Goswami Maharaj. He used to say that during the time of Srila Prabhupada, there was not enough time to put Dwadash Tilak, the 12 tilaks on my body, which was mandatory, compulsory. He was so much occupied in services, so much occupied. He said, I was not even having this many, how many minutes it takes to put Dwadash Tilak? Couple of minutes. He said, I was not having that much time. And he said, when Srila Prabhupada left this planet, now I have so much time to put 12 tilaks on my body. But I am longing for those days when I was so busy and occupied, when there was no time to put tilak. I'm longing for those days. And similarly, my Guru Maharaj spent his whole life, gave his life to Srila Prabhupada, which is natural, which is spontaneous. Throughout his life, writing. And what all these acharyas got in return? Dadati pratiginnati, giving and taking. They gave their life, and what they received in return? What they got in return? Just tears. They just got tears in their eyes. This is the reward they got from giving their life to their Guru Maharaj. What? If this is the reward, then thank you so much. I don't want this service mood. If the reward is tears, yes. This is what they got in return, that they were not even able to utter Srila Prabhupada's name. Prabhu, and now was not even able to complete Prabhupada. I have not seen Param Gurudev, but I have seen my Guru Maharaj. And he used to also, Prabhu, and start crying. Voice get choked. Was not even able to complete Prabhupada. Just Prabhu and start crying. This they got in return. That's the best reward. Feeling so much separation from their Guru Maharaj, and in that separation, feeling the union. Understand? We are not feeling any separation from our Gurudev. And because of that, we are not feeling any union with them. But union is present in that separation. A disciple longing for separation. A devotee longing for separation from Bhagavan. Samanjasya tavira kankshasi. Shivritasur asked for this separation. So, all activities of acharyas, they're always for some very good reason and totally siddhantic. Srila Param Gurudev is not asking any money from Prabhupada, but he's just sacrificing and tolerating. Like Srila Bhakti Bhakti Goswami Maharaj Ji, when he joined Mud, and he was staying with some of his godbrothers, brahmacharis, and even though their Guru Maharaj ordered the president of the temple to supply best food to my brahmacharis, the brahmacharis were not getting chapatis, they were only getting rice. Now they are having they don't have so much courage to complain to their Guru Udev, Srila Bhakti Madhav Goswami Maharaj. So they all approached Srila Bhakti Bhakti Goswami Maharaj saying, can you please complain to Gurudev? The president is not giving us chapati. Srila Bharti Maharaj Ji replied, when I joined my Guru Maharaj Mutt, I didn't sign any bond, no contract. That only if you give me chapati every day, then I will stay in the mutt, otherwise I will not stay in the mutt. There was no any bond. There's no any contract. That was selfless. That was spontaneous surrender mood. In whatever way you will keep me. If you give me clothes or if you don't give me clothes. If you give me food or if you don't give me food. If you give me love, or even if you don't give me love, I'll give my life to you. This is called selfless, unconditional surrender. This is called unconditional love, where there is no condition. And the moment we apply a condition in that love, the love fades. The self-motive love, that's not selfless love. Srila Param Gurudev's love for Prabhupada was selfless. There was no any motivation in there. That by serving Prabhupada, being his right-hand person, right-hand person, I'll be glorified everywhere. There was no mood like this. After that, so many disciples took over the services. And Param Gurudev happily surrendered all the services, seeing their capability, seeing their, their best nature. Param Gurudev gave all the services to them equally, without any hesitation. But he was the first one to start serving Srila Prabhupada. And all others came after him. But seeing their capability and the qualification, Param Gurudev happily gave those services to Srila Prabhupada. And that's the reason he was acting as a father of Gaudiya Math. And Narhari Seva Vigraha Prabhu, the godbrother of Param Gurudev, very close friend, bosom friends, was known as the mother of Gaudiya Math. On one occasion, my Guru Maharaj, because he joined Srila Prabhupada in 1918 and got initiation in 1923, but Param Gurudev, he was 1914 or 15, just 3 years before, he came to Srila Prabhupada. My Guru Maharaj always used to respect Param Gurudev, saying that you are my senior and elder brother, God brother. And whenever we used to come to Chaitanya Math Mayapur, only with this hope that you are and Narhari Seva Vigraha Prabhu, they are in the center. And when we come there in the Chaitanya Math and we see you both are not there, we feel like the whole Mayapur is empty. What is the use of coming Mayapur if these two personalities not present there? My Guru Maharaj is glorifying Param Gurudev in these writings. Imagine. Imagine how much Param Gurudev used to give affection to his godbrothers. And like singer, roaring like lion. Lion is very strong. All animals scared from lion. But the cubs, they are not scared of lions. They jump on their parents. So Param Gurudev externally roared like lion for those who are Mayavadis and for those who are against Bhakti. But for his devotees, Param Gurudev was so soft, like a lotus. And therefore, Shri Param Gurudev, he wrote Mayavad ki Jeevani. So many essays, very intellectual composition of essays refuting Mayavad. Scholars get surprised. Wow, so many evidences. Param Gurudev is saying. Shri Param Gurudev explaining, who is Shankaracharya? Shankara Sakshat. Shankaracharya is personified Mahadev, Shankar. And he preached Mayavad with some purpose. It was desire of Krishna. So Param Gurudev gave account of Shankaracharya's life history and refuted Shankaravad, means Mayavad. But on the other side, as Vijayapur was explaining, people saying Gaudiya Math has no rasa. They're very dry people. Only Vedantic. Param Gurudev established his society called Gaudiya Vedant Samiti on Akshay Titya, very auspicious day, taking his godbrothers. One of them is Shri Bhakti Yoga Swami Maharaj, founder Acharya of ISKCON, and Narsinghanand Brahmachari, and Shri Bhakti Vedant Vaman Gosai Maharaj, Sajjan Sevak. And he gave his society name, his trust name, Gaudiya Vedant Samiti. A great significance is there. Param Gurudev, after contemplating on the verse from Garud Purana, saying, Arthom Brahm Sutra Nam Bharat Arth Vinirnayam Gayatri Bhasha Rupaso Vedata Parinirnayam. What is the meaning of Gaudiya Vedant Samiti? Now this is philosophical. Param Gurudev was very philosophical. Vedant. What is the meaning of Vedant? Vedant. The end of Veda. The essence of Veda. How many Vedas are there? 3? 4 Vedas. The essence of Veda is Nigam Kalpatarum Galitam Phalam. The essence of Veda is Srimad Bhagavatam. That is the ripened fruit of the Vedas. And the essence of Bhagavatam is what? There are 12 cantos in Bhagavatam. There are 10 symptoms of Bhagavatam. Sarg, Visarg, Sthanam, Poshnam, Uti, Manvantri, Sharu Katha, Nirodh, Muktir, Ashraya. 3rd canto is Sarga Leela. 4th canto, Visarga Leela. 5th canto, Sthanam Leela. 6th canto, Poshnam. 7th canto, Uti. 8th canto, Manvantra. 9th canto, Ishanukatha. 11th canto, Nirodha. And 12th canto, Mukti. What is 10th canto? Ashraya. The shelter. Dashme Dashmam Lakshma Ashrita Ashrita Vigraham. Krishnakya Paramdham Jagadham Namam. 10th canto is the Ashraya. This is the essence of all complete Srimad Bhagavatam. So the essence of all Vedas is Srimad Bhagavatam. And the essence of Bhagavatam is 10th canto. And essence of 10th canto is what? Like Srimad Bhagavatam, 12th canto is the complete body of Krishna. But what is the pran, the life air of Srimad Bhagavatam? The 5 songs. Gopi Geet, Yugal Geet, Pranay Geet, Brahmar Geet, Maheshi Geet. These are 5 life air of Bhagavatam. Without life air, Bhagavatam is not so much important. So, essence of Vedas is Srimad Bhagavatam, and the essence of Bhagavatam is the 10th canto, and the essence of 10th canto is these 5 life air, the 5 Geets, the songs sung by the gopis. And these songs sung by gopis in the mood of separation. And the essence of this 10th canto is Ras Leela. Understand? It's complete GPS going on. The essence of 10th canto is Ras Leela, which is very favorite of Krishna amongst all the pastimes. What is the shlok? Santi yadhyame prajya leela sahasra manohara nahi jane smrite rase mano kim drishyam bhaved. The best amongst all the pastime is Ras Leela. This is the essence of 10th canto. And what is the essence of Ras Leela? The glories of Radharani. What is the glories of Radharani? All the gopis who were ready for Rasa Leela, all gopis here means those who are vipakshas, unfavorable. Those who are swapaksha, favorable to Radharani. those who are Surit Paksha, neutral, Tatastha, neutral, all varieties of gopis, they claimed that in separation, Radharani is superior to us, and in union also she is superior to us. Try to understand, it's philosophical. It's not just simply, randomly, Param Gurudev wrote this name, Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti. There's a significance. Param Gurudev was a very deep thinker. What is that? In separation, Radharani is superior than us. Because we are in a position to imitate the pastime of Krishna. When Krishna disappeared from Ras Leela, what all the gopis were doing? They were imitating the pastimes of Krishna. Killing Putana, killing Shaktasur, lifting Govardhan hill, and Dambandhan Leela, Yashoda Maya binding Krishna. All these pastimes they were imitating. They were imitating pastimes. But what Radharani was doing? She was with Krishna. Shatakoti Gopi Ma. Krishna rejected all 100 million gopis. How many? 100 million. That's not even population of your country. That many gopis. Krishna rejected all of them. But only took Radharani with him. And what Krishna is doing? Serving Radharani. Decorating her hairs, massaging her lotus feet, and doing all services to Radharani to please Radharani, to pacify the man of Radharani. This is Siddhantik. So in union, Radharani is superior because Krishna rejected all the gopis and only took Radharani with him and decorating her, etc. In separation also she is superior. Because even though all the gopis were imitating the pastime of Krishna to subside their separation, but Radharani was not even able to move. She was just sitting there, lamenting a lot. Lamenting. Hanath Ravan Preshta Kwasi Kwasi Mahabhuja Dasyaste Karpanya Me Sakhe Darsham Sinidhyam. Oh my beloved Krishna, where are you? Please show yourself to me. I'm feeling separation from you. All the gopis came over the scene and they saw, oh, we were imitating the pastime of Krishna, that means we can do this. But you see Radharani? She was not even able to move. And she's lamenting, where are you Krishna, where are you? So in separation. Therefore, the essence of that Ras Leela is Anne Radhito Nunam Bhagwan Hari Rishwara Yanno Vihaya Govinda Priti Anne Radhito Nunam. This gopi is the best to whom Krishna served a lot. Anne Radhito Nunam. That means Radha Dasyam. Even in giving the name Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti, the word Vedant here means the essence of Vedas, Bhagavatam, the essence of Bhagavatam 10th canto, the essence of 10th canto is the Ras Leela, and the essence of Ras Leela is attaining the dust of the lotus feet of Radharani. Radha Dasyam. That's the slogan, that's the flag. Param Gurudev Vishnu. Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti. Gaudiya Vichar. What do you mean on Gaudiya? Those devotees, no matter wherever they stay in the entire world, who following the line of Sri Madhvacharya, line of Mahaprabhu, they are Gaudiyas. Mahaprabhu from Gaudadesh And the followers of Mahaprabhu is called Gaudians. Just like you all are here, we say Dutch people, right? Suppose if you go to Russia, you'll be not known as Russians, you'll be still known as Dutch, because you're born here. If you go to India, again Dutch people. So those who are following the Gaudiya line, no matter wherever they stay, any part of the world, they are known as Gaudiyas. Hey, baith ja, chup chap. It's distracting me. I can't focus. The Gaudiyas. So Gaudiya Vedant Samiti, where everyone come together and singing the glories of Radharani. Samiti, Sammelan. That's Samiti, the meaning of word Samiti. Very philosophical. I don't know how many of you understanding this, but this is the whole philosophical aspect behind giving the name Gaudiya Vedant Samiti. I'm not going very detailed because then if you not understand what is the point of speaking. Param Gurudev was fearlessly preaching. Now this we will understand. Once upon a time in northeast of India there was flood. Everyone became homeless. And whatever little possessions, they came out from their houses and they were keeping on their head. And they were standing in water, this much. Because everything got flooded. Param Gurudev came there and he asking bhiksha from them. Give me one coin, give me one piece of rice, because villagers, they have fields, rice, etc. Just one piece of grain, one piece of rice, just 1 penny, 1 cent. Param Gurudev is begging from me. Meanwhile, the minister, the chief minister, very influential personality, Jyoti Basu, he came on a helicopter to see the situation. You see, everyone is homeless. And he was smoking cigarette. And he saw Param Gurudev, what this sadhu is doing. People are already suffering, they are homeless. And this sadhu is asking bhiksha from them. Yes. How it appears to us. Very unusual, right? But our thinking and the thinking of Param Gurudev, naturally there's so much difference. We are Bhargrahi and Acharyas are Saragrahi. They take the essence. So this minister was surprised to see this. He told his secretary, call that sadhu. So they called upon that Param Gurudev. Param Gurudev came there and this minister asked, what are you doing? Param Gurudev said, what am I doing? Don't you see flood? Everywhere is water. Param Gurudev said, no. I see smoke everywhere. And he said, where is smoke? Param Gurudev said, in your mouth. You can't, any day you can't speak these words to a minister. They can immediately arrest you. Param Gurudev, no fear. Because, from landlord family. No fear. He said, fire in your mouth. He said, but what are you doing? They are already suffering, they are homeless, and you are asking bhiksha from them. Param Gurudev said, what you are doing here? He said, I am here to help them. Param Gurudev said, you can't help them. Only Mahaprabhu can help them. You are not in a capacity to help these people. I am collecting a little bhiksha, whatever they still have with them. And I am going to accept from them. And I will offer to Mahaprabhu. I pray to Mahaprabhu for their well-being. Because tasmin tushte jagat tushtam. When Krishna is pleased, the entire world will be pleased. I trust my Bhagwan. I have no trust in you. You are political people. You are here for some politics to get votes. But Krishna never cheats anyone. I will pray to Krishna, I will pray to Mahaprabhu. And he will take care of these homeless people. You can't. So activities of Param Gurudev, very astonishing. When there was no bhiksha coming in the mud, Srila Prabhupada used to send his preachers, his disciples, to collect bhiksha. So Param Gurudev and others also, they used to hang a donation box on their neck. And Srila Prabhupada used to have the key, the lock of that box in their neck. And they used to go here and there asking bhiksha. Was very difficult time. Paying the rent of that rented house and many other. And Srila Prabhupada had desire of publication, publishing articles, printing books. And it was very difficult time in the beginning. So Srila Param Gurudev and all others also were doing this. But for the lunch prasadam, they used to go back and have lunch prasadam, rest, and then they again come back for asking bhiksha. But Param Gurudev, he used to skip his lunch. He was not caring for his lunch. And he used to drink a lot of water and take rest under one shadow of a tree. But he's not telling anyone, was not even telling Srila Prabhupada, because then he will be upset. So Param Gurudev was just keeping this box under his neck and just taking one small nap. Not going to center for lunch prasadam. Why? To save money for transportation. If I go to Mutt, less for my lunch, for my prasadam, again I have to come back here for bhiksha. I am wasting so much of my Gurudev's money. And the ticket, the fare for that tram was very cheap, few cents only. But Param Gurudev was saving each and every cent, sacrificing his prasadam, just drinking water. And not informing Srila Prabhupada. Even though Srila Prabhupada asked a couple of times, where is Vinod Bihari Brahmachari? And he asked personally to Param Gurudev. Param Gurudev said, yes, I am coming every day taking lunch. But he was hiding. But how much can you hide? And once upon a time, Srila Prabhupada was on one car, riding on a car. His driver was driving, his disciple. And he crossed by that park where Param Gurudev was taking rest under that tree. And the disciple told Srila Prabhupada, oh, Prabhupada, Vinod Bihari Prabhu. Srila Prabhupada saw how Param Gurudev was just resting there. And he understood the whole scenario. That he is not coming to the Mutt for lunch prasadam to save my money. This is how. Srila Prabhupada was in tears. The disciple said, shall I wake him up? Prabhupada said, no. Let him take rest. But Prabhupada was in tears to see is Vinod Bihari Brahmachari, who is from very rich landlord family. And today he is in streets for my serving, for my services. Begging coins from everyone. For the mission of Mahaprabhu. So much sacrifice all over Acharya Sajjan. We feel no pain in spending money. Just for little fun, just for little entertainment, just for little enjoyment, we don't care spending this money here and there. I'm bored sitting at home. Let's go to some sightseeing somewhere. You know? We can use this money for the service of the mission of Mahaprabhu. And we are spending that money for our sense gratification. This mission has grown because of the blood and sweat of all our acharyas. So hard time saving each and one cent, sacrificing their own prasadam. Today we are having all this philosophy, all these books, all these lectures. Today we are having all facilities. But on the platform of sacrifice of Param Gurudev and all of our acharyas. My Guru Maharaj sacrificed his life and wrote writing books throughout his life. That's why we have these books now available. And whatever we speak Harikatha is only from those books. But they were so much particular about each and every single possession sent only for the service of the mission of Mahaprabhu. You know? And they were feeling pain in spending that money. We don't feel pain. Because that's what I told in the beginning. Because we are not taking this mission seriously in our head. We think this is Gurudev's mission. I'm just beginner, I'm just learning. Do we accept this mission as my mission? If we accept this, we are very careful. Very careful. I met one family. Very simple. Very, I've never seen any person that simple as that family. They all sleep in one room. Husband, wife, three kids, grown up, saving their electricity, money, etc. And very simple eating. I asked Prabhu, you live very simple life. He said, we are happy with this. We don't need more. I said, but I don't see you go out to work. Say, my manager looking after my work. I pay him. And I just work 2 hours and that's enough for my sustenance. There's no need to work more because I have no demands. We are living very simple. Yes? Good person? Nice mood? Healthy mood, right? Externally, yes. But from the spiritual perspective, no. Because he's only concerned about his family, that's all. There is a step. There's something more than that. I'm only working 2 hours because I'm maintaining my family nicely. And what you think about your Gurudev mission and your Prabhupada mission and the Mahaprabhu mission? For working 2 hours every day, you're maintaining your family and you are happy, satisfied. That's very good from the material perspective. Because everyone is very excited to earn more. Is very much satisfied, that's very good. But this goodness is not enough. If you would have worked 3 more hours with this mood that I am working for Krishna now. For my family, 2 hours is enough. But I have to serve my Gurudev, I have to serve Krishna, I have to serve the mission. Why can't I work 3 hours more? With that 3 hours of profit, I will spend that in the mission of Mahaprabhu. The preaching of Mahaprabhu. Publishing books, distributing prasadam, etc. This is called Paramarth Shraddha. A level high than an ordinary level. We are not on ordinary level. You know? There's something a level above that. And Mahaprabhu acknowledged, Gurudev acknowledged your every single sacrifice. They acknowledged that. When there is pain, I'm spending this money for my luxuries. Necessities, okay. Comforts is also fine. But then luxuries, it is for myself. Why can't I save this for some very good purpose? You know, for some very good purpose. Where the mission can flourish more and grow more. That's called Guru Seva. So much sacrifice. Today we are enjoying on the sacrifice. Like in families also, our ancestors, they worked so hard in fields, etc. Well, now we have cars, now we have all facilities, big house. But if we go our grandfather, great-grandfather, how hard they worked. So we are enjoying on their sacrifice, right? Similarly in Bhakti also. We are enjoying all these programs, all these literatures, all these philosophies, because on the foundation of their sacrifices. That was the history of Gaudiya Math. Srila Prabhupada started with a very scratch, when there was nothing and there was no one around. And who joined Srila Prabhupada? Param Gurudev. And took all burden of Srila Prabhupada on his shoulders. That this is my mission. That's the idol of a disciple. The idol disciple. My Gurudev mission is my mission. Not that his mission and I'm just here to enjoy. No. When we have this in the mind, then so much inspiration comes, so much attachment comes. And what we get in reward? Tears in the eyes. You understand that definition? This comes. This will be the reward given. Then we feel attachment. Because if there is no sacrifice, how you feel love? If there is no sacrifice, how you feel attachment? This is the price. Sacrifice. You know? Therefore, not only sannyasis renounce it, even a grasta can be renounce it. When he gives or she gives her energy in the mission of Mahaprabhu. So when Gaudiya Math was going in this crisis, then there's a great gentleman, very high qualified, he joined Srila Prabhupada. And later his sannyas name became Bhakti Sarang Goswami Maharaj. Oh, when he joined Srila Prabhupada, then so much money started coming in Gaudiya Math. He was very expert in collection, in collecting money. Like on Janmashtami, great celebration, and there is nothing. Shri Bhakti Sarang Goswami Maharaj was very qualified and even a government job, a very high official. But then he renounced everything and he joined Srila Prabhupada. But he knows the techniques to collect money. So he used to go to the market. In India, there is always, those who are CPA, they understand. There's always some, tax evasions. To manipulate how to save your tax, sale tax, income tax. In India, it's lot of like this. Lot. Every shopkeeper does this. Otherwise, he can't survive. If you pay all tax, he can't survive. So, Shri Bhakti Sarang Goswami Maharaj, he came to the market and he went to one big shop and he said, "Show me your accounts. I'm an income tax officer." They all got scared. "Oh, sir, please sit. Sir, please have a seat. You want tea? You want drink? Something?" some fruits. No, I just here to check your accounts. Show me your accounts. Sir, accounts will be there, don't worry. Because he got scared. Sir, can we help you in any way? You understand this meaning? Bribe. He said, call all your fellow members, and he started calling all the shops. Hey, income tax department people here. And he's asking everyone's account. All of you come here. They all got scared. Sir, in any way we can help you? We can serve you? He said, no, I don't want anything. But you see these boys, Shri Saranga Goswami Maharaj, he used to take with him small young boys. They are in Gurukul, they are brahmacharis. I need some support for them. Yes sir, whatever you want, we can give. And he make a list, rice, ghee, spices, dal, cloths. I say, yes, the whole market, the entire market people, they're bringing so much, big sacks of rice and dal and ghee and oil and everything. And Shri Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj gave the address of Chaitanya Math, Mayapur. He says, send this and this address. And then there is no need to check your accounts. I say, thank you so much, sir. And we are ready to help you. And 3 big lorries, trucks full of all these ingredients came to Chaitanya Math, Mayapur. The driver asking brahmacharis, is this your address? Shri Chaitanya Math, Mayapur? I say, yes. Oh, we have so much stock for you. They say, oh, somebody is joking with you. We can't believe. We have never seen in our life so much. I say, no, this is the address someone gave. Really? Then all these trucks went inside, the whole storehouse full of ingredients. But nobody knew how it came. And then later, Shri Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj, when he arrived in Mayapur, he asked brahmacharis, did you all receive some ingredients? He said, yes. Was it you? He said, yes. So much, the whole year, the stock for the whole year. And then so much money came. Not only food stuff, but also money. Then it started coming from him. So this was his contribution. He has one center in Delhi, capital of India. When Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, when he was just moving in the streets and begging people and publishers to print his magazines, and finally he got his books, his magazines got printed, but he wants to give these magazines to the high officials, whereas he was not having enough good clothes to wear, all ripped, torn here and there, stitched ones, doesn't look nice. So he wrote one letter to his godbrother, Shri Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj. Maharaj, I have to see high officials. I don't have good clothes to wear. Can you please arrange 3 sets of good clothes for me? Because why to wear good clothes? Not for his enjoyment, but because he is representing Gaudiya Math. When he is going to high officials, what impression he is giving? That Gaudiya Math is so poor, they are like beggars. Who's going to receive these magazines? Who's going to read these magazines? So, for the sake of representing Gaudiya Math, he needs some good clothes. When Shri Bhakti Saranga Goswami Maharaj read this letter, he was in tears. My godbrother is asking for clothes. He don't even have good clothes to wear. And he's doing so much. Offices to offices, so much. For the sake of mission of Srila Prabhupada. He was crying, in tears. Immediately he wrote a telegram and ordered his disciples, arrange the expensive, good quality clothes for my godmother, Sri Swami Maharaj. And then Srila Swami Maharaj took those clothes, he took these magazines and went to the high officials, even to the Prime Minister of the country. So the Gaudiya Math history, there's so much sacrifice. Even after when money came, was again sacrifice. And that's why they were so much attached to their Gurudev, the Prabhupada. That's why. So attachment and love comes only from. As I said in the beginning, accepting the mission of my Gurudev is my mission. Because I am his, he is mine. Don't just treat him as a guest. Gurudev, you come as a guest appearance for 5, 7 days, 10 days. Hari bol, some donation, okay, bye. Singing, chanting, and bye. See you next year. Where is that attachment? Where is that sacrifice? That's why our bhakti is not growing. That's why we are not getting inspired. That's why there is no association. We don't feel association. We don't even check. Gurudev, are you alive or are you dead? We're not even asking you, where are you? You need any help from me? Not even asking anything. Oh, when he will die, then definitely there are going to be news everywhere in Facebook. I'll come to know. Then I will just cry for a few minutes. No. The entire Guru Parampara gave us so much. And what we are giving in back, we have to think about this. We have to think about this. So whatever qualification Krishna has given us, engaging that qualification in the service of Krishna. Then we feel that connectivity, that connection with Guru Parampara. So on this day, the Param Gurudev's disappearance day, we pray at the divine lotus feet of Param Gurudev. As we prayed this morning also, please bless us with that, a fraction of that service mood and dedication mood as you had for Srila Prabhupada, the love which you had for Srila Prabhupada. With a fraction of that love, we can develop for our Gurudev and the entire Guru Parampara. We just humbly beg at your lotus feet, please bless us with that little fraction of that love for us. Gaur Premanande Hari Shri Srimad Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Gosai Maharaj ki Adya Tirobhav Tithi Mahamotsav ki Shri Radha Damodar Ju ki Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. We all are saying, we are able to. So it's time now, ending up here. Arati, Gopal Prabhu is here. If Gopal Prabhu is here, please come forward. We're beginning Arati. And after Arati, we're going to do this Damodar Ashtakam. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Krishna. Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Jai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Jai Gaur Hari Bol. Jai Gaur Hari Bhakti Bajaya Gauracharye Arati Shobha Janani Tata Bale Jagamanaya Bha Janani Tata Bale Jagamanaya Bha Nirmana Lobha Jagajane Mana Lobha Gaurange Adati Shobha Jagajane Mana Lobha Hari
Oh Shri Radha ki jai, Shri Damodar Sikam ki jai, Kartik Maas ki jai, Namah Shivaya. Thank you.
जय श्री गौरंग गिरधार श्री राधा विनोद बिहारी जी की जय जय गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जी की जय जय श्री राधा दामोदर की जय राधा गोपीनाथ जी की जय श्री राधा विनोद बिहारी जी की जय श्री राधा गोविंद जी की जय जय श्री राधा महाराज की जय जय विष्णुपाद प्रभु से रविदास विष्णु परमात्मा गुरुबाबा रविदास भक्ति विष्णु नारायण विष्णु महाराज जी की जय जय श्री विष्णुपाद प्रभु भक्ति विकास भागवत विष्णु महाराज जी की जय जय श्री विष्णुपाद प्रभु भक्ति रामचंद्र विष्णु महाराज जी की जय जय श्री विष्णुपाद प्रभु भक्ति विष्णु महाराज जी की जय जय श्री विष्णुपाद प्रभु महाराज जी की जय जय श्री विष्णुपाद प्रभु भक्ति महाराज जी की जय जय श्री विष्णुपाद प्रभु भक्ति महाराज जी की जय जय श्री विष्णुपाद प्रभु भक्ति महाराज जी की जय जय श्री विष्णुपाद प्रभु भक्ति महाराज जी की जय जय श्री विष्णुपाद प्रभु श्री भक्ति महाराज जी की जय जय श्री विष्णुपाद प्रभु भक्ति रक्षक श्री धर्म महाराज जी की जय जय श्री विष्णुपाद प्रभु श्री भक्ति भाव विष्णु महाराज जी की जय जय श्री विष्णुपाद प्रभु भक्ति प्रमोद विष्णु महाराज जी की जय जय श्री विष्णुपाद प्रभु श्री परम गुरु श्री भक्ति प्रज्ञा केशव गोस्वामी महाराज जी की जय भावी महामंत्र की जय जय श्री विष्णुपाद प्रभु श्री गुरु भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी प्रभुपाद महाराज जी की जय जय श्री विष्णुपाद प्रभु श्री महाभारत श्री गुरु श्री महाराज की जय जय श्री विष्णुपाद प्रभु श्री गोस्वामी के भक्ति ठाकुर की जय जय श्री विष्णुपाद प्रभु श्री मोहम्मद जगन्नाथ जी महाराज जी की जय की जय विष्णु ठाकुर की जय श्री संतन श्री वैष्णव पुत्राय की जय श्री कृष्ण प्रभु की जय श्री भद्रनाथ श्री गोपाल गुरुदास गोस्वामी प्रभु की जय विष्णु दामोदर पार्षद वृंद की जय नमस्कार श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय जय श्री कृष्ण जन्म श्री हरिदास श्री गौरव की जय श्री मर्दन धाम धाम जगन्नाथ धाम की जय राम की जय श्री राधा कृष्ण को गोपी गोवर्धन कृष्ण को धाम की जय श्याम कुंज राधा कुंज जगन्नाथ तुलसी भक्ति देवी की जय श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्र जी की जय लक्ष्मी भगवान की जय भक्ता परशुराम महाराज की जय सर्व सुराय की जय राजेंद्र की जय श्री शांत गोविंद की धारी गोविंद श्री कृष्ण गोविंद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय समाज भक्त की जय बुलो श्री विदेशी श्री महाराज की जय नंदीपाल की जय सर्व वैष्णव की जय जय श्री परम गुरुदेव की जय निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल गुरुदेव की वंचा कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो